Oh, that's a tough one. I'm thinking what I would take to an island if I had one choice. I'd probably forever have like ass burn, nasi lemak. It's weird because it's like nasi lemak they eat for breakfast in Malaysia. It's all really spicy for breakfast. So you're just setting up the day with just curry, guts and farts and all sorts of stuff. Mate, I was in the Qantas club. This bloke's just leant over. Did the lean. He looked like something out of Jurassic Park, like the professor. He looked real dignified, you know, older, in sort of camo vest and, you know, and he's just gone. One of the Qantas guys comes over, he goes, "Guys, Sebastian, you've made my night. I can't wait to tell my mum that you farted in the lounge." I was like, "What?" No, it wasn't. It was that guy. That guy that he's gone now, but he was here and he farted. And we came to the conclusion that all those people, because I was laughing about it, thought that I farted. Anyway, oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go McLeod. They're all legends. It's a tough one between McLeod and Modra because, you know, Godra was just, yeah, he made the Specky mark kind of what it is today. But Andrew McLeod was just such a versatile all-rounder that paved the way for people like Eddie Betts, Charlie Cameron, you know, and a lot of Indigenous players as well. So go McLeod. Oh, wow. None of the above. Wow. I'm so embarrassed. These two on the left, these two were part of like a joke shoot. It was during Idol. How fat was I? I was properly fat. I mean, I knew I was chubby, but gee whiz, I've swallowed a sheep. Those are fake tattoos as well. So that was before I had actual tattoos, and they wanted me to look badass, so they drew tattoos on me. And I just looked like a moron. I'm gonna go my first album, which is the worst album cover I've ever seen in my life. It's the weirdest, darkest t-shirt. It's like this guy with a black like thing over his head. He's real emaciated and like had his nipples out and everything, but he sort of, because he was so skinny, it was just all breastbone, so you didn't know whether it was like male boobs or female boobs, so I put gaffer tape over him, which sort of made it look even more sadistic and like it's just missing chains and whips. And here I am like smiling like this with this bondage t-shirt on. Weirdo. There's two that I love, Have You Ever? And Come a Little Bit Closer. What a song. I just saw Brandy live at the Enmore, where I'm playing soon, and it was amazing. My hands down favourite track is Have You Ever? The background vocals on that, she's got the breathiest voice, so it's like, have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Oh, Brandy. I wanted to marry her back in the day. I'm a huge Office nut. Firstly, the UK, and then I remember watching the US one. I was like, this is naff, because they tried to copy the UK one in the first season. Then they just scrapped it and went with their own script and their own sort of DNA, and I got addicted. So I do love the US one. You'd have to go Dwight. Dwight's pretty funny. Oh, you said Michael Scott too. Let's go Michael Scott. When he left the show, I stopped watching. Steve Carell's hilarious. I met Ryan. So I met Ryan, his assistant. I was at a restaurant and he was so lovely, but I was so nervous because I just have this thing where I don't ask people for photos anymore because I got massively burnt by two people. I asked the bloke from the castle. I'm at the NRL about to sing the grand final. We're all just waiting there. No one was doing anything. No one was busy. I thought, I'll ask him. I've gone up to him. I'm like, hey, mate, do you reckon I could... Before I even finish, he goes, mate, I'm busy. And then just kept standing. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't reading a script or something. And I was so embarrassed. And then the other time, I was in a lift with Will Ferrell. We were like about to do the same event. He was like hosting and I was presenting something, and he didn't know that I was part of the event. He just thought it was some random. So we're in the lift together for ages. I was like, that's Will Ferrell. I gotta ask for a photo. Mate, is it all right? No. Didn't look at me. I was so embarrassed. Then later, we had to present this thing kind of together, so it was pretty awkward. He was like, oh, that's the dude I rudely rejected.